You grow up to a certain age and it feels like home doesn't feel right for you, doesn't feel comfortable for you, and you have to move on to a next phase in life. But you also don't want roommates because it puts you in the same space that living at home would put you in. So, what's it like to live alone, you might ask? First thing about living alone is having to deal with potential grief, sadness, or boredom alone. So in the past, when I lived with roommates, in times when I got sad about certain situations in my life or anything, I had people to kind of rely on. But when you live alone, you don't have anyone. You basically have to deal with everything yourself. Any heartbreak, any grief, any losses, you deal with it yourself. When I first started working and I was still trying to understand how to basically balance my money that I was making with all my bills. Because when you just graduate, getting out of the funk of being babied by parents and being babied by everyone to the point where you have to kind of take care of at least most of your bills. That took a toll on me, but no one really saw that because I was just here in my apartment alone. And especially with the pandemic too, dealing with the pandemic, everyone saw that. If you lived alone during the pandemic, it was a different dynamic. I could say that it was borderline like prison, like being alone in a prison yard, but that's by the way. Another thing kind of relates to the last point I just made, which is lack of social interaction. Obviously, with the fact that you don't have people around you, you don't have anyone in your house, you kind of need to force that to make this social interaction. Like right now, I just got done with my chores today and I'm going to meet up with some friends, but that's really how it is. You're going to have to step out every single time you want to interact with people or invite people. Or if you like me, you have to step out because I'm not a very good host. So I don't really have a lot of things that entertain other people. A lot of things that I do in my home entertains just me, But anyways, good luck if you ever get sick or hurt because you're gonna have to handle that shit yourself. Like imagine, God forbid, because that's never happened to me and it will not happen to me because we're covered. But anyways, yeah, guys, don't get sick. That has happened to me. Don't get sick because if you get sick, you're basically going to deal with it yourself unless someone comes to visit you. Or if you get hurt, like if you fall down, fall in the bathtub, but God forbid, that's the worst situation that would ever happen. But if that was to ever happen, then you're kind of in a bad place because if you can't get to a phone or alert anyone, then it's kind of dangerous. So that's kind of really dark side of it. So I'm not trying to make this video too dark. So let's switch on. Let's start to get a bit lighter. The final one that really drives me insane is the responsibility. Oh my God. If you guys can see through these video clips I'm showing you guys, I'm literally shooting videos at different times. You guys have seen from my YouTube, I work at the same time. I run my own personal businesses. It's a lot of responsibilities because not just from the fact that you have to pay all your bills, you have to also do whatever you're doing at the same time, trying to keep your apartment clean by yourself. And mind you, the fact that you don't have roommates means there's no one to blame. Like in the past when I had roommates, and maybe I left, there were dishes out there. I'd be like, oh, yo, bro, wash your dishes. But now it's I come out, I see the dishes, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Or I come out, I see a cup on the table. I go back, it's still gonna be on the table. That's the difference. That's just one funny thing. Another thing too is the fact that you have to cook. And there's two sides of the coin for cooking this guy. If you decide to then, me, I don't really like to cook as much, but I have to because I have to eat. And then if you cook, you have to also eat it because if you don't eat it, then the food will run bad. And it's damn, okay. Anyways, enough from the bad talk. Now let's move into the good news about living alone. No other drama. If you guys know me, you guys have seen parts of my life. I don't like drama. There's no other drama. There's no time when you have to be disputing between, oh, this roommate has a problem with this roommate, or this roommate doesn't like the way you act. This roommate doesn't like the way you make videos. This roommate doesn't like when you hop on YouTube and you're like, what's good YouTube? Yeah, I'm quite chaotic like that. But it's just times like that makes you really appreciate the fact that you don't have roommates because you skip all the drama, you feel me? You skip all the drama and you just live your own life. Honestly, I remember when I had roommates one time, This was like my freshman year. I think this was I'm buying you. My freshman year, I didn't like to go out. So a lot my roommates loved to go out, and this was always a pain in the neck when like I'll be in my bed enjoying watching my YouTube, watching some YouTubers and all that, and these guys would just come in from like maybe a party, drunk, and like throwing up. This is real life experience. The guy literally came into my room. Well, we're in the same room, but came into my room, drunk as hell, threw up on my bag. It was like, yo, like, that's all things I don't want to deal with, because then I had to stand up. I had to like help him out, because obviously if he's drunk, he's drunk. Like, I had to help him out. I had to help him clean the throat. But that's by the way, guys. Anyways, you change and you grow as a person. Honestly, the growth that I've experienced in living, I've lived alone for like what, 4 years now, or 5 years. Yeah, I'll say 5 years. 4 and some change, but I feel like the growth that I've experienced, just like being in my own space and having to take care of like things myself, it's immense. Like it's you can't quantify that to anything else, because when you're living alone, when you're living with people, there's like shared responsibilities. Obviously, there's responsibilities and you do grow, but living alone is different, because, like I said earlier, if things aren't done around the house by you, it won't be done. Unlike in another space where, like, if you don't do something, obviously you might be seen as a slacker, but your roommate might want to do it too, or like there might be a third person. Like that's just that's just the way I view it. So you grow as a person, you grow as an individual. Finally, you get to be naked around the house. Yeah, no. I'm just joking. I'm actually just joking, because I don't do that. But I mean, hey, if that's something you're interested in doing, I mean, hey, more power to you. No backlash on this side. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below, do you live alone? What are some things you've learned from living alone? What are some things that you feel like has helped you get through living alone? For the people that are just starting to move out of the house, I understand that most of the people on my channel are from the age of 18 to 25, which is like an age when people start to kind of grow up and get out of the house. So I thought this video would be helpful to people. Yeah, trying to live alone or move to a different place, you know. Anyways, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!